Going live. Okay, a good nerve Shabbos Kodesh. Parshas Vayakel. Tavshinayin Tes 5779 from Yerushalayim HaKodesh. We know that by Sinai, when Klal Yisrael got the Torah, by Yichan Shom Yisrael Neged Ha'or, Klal Yisrael was gathered around together on the mountain. They kicked out together, Ke'ish Echad B'Lev Echad, as Rashi says. Like one man, one heart. All of the Jewish nation was with one unity. We got the luchas and the Sarsa Dibris. In the Maisa, Chetego cost something. And the Mishkan, as we know, was to be mechaper for the Chetego. What's the connection between the Mishkan and the Chetego? What's the connection? The Yerushalmi, obviously, there's a basic connection of the Egel is the epitome of Avodah Zarah, where I'm serving something else other than the Rebbeinu Shalom. Mishkan is I'm going to be right here with you, so you don't have to come to these things to build for that. It's true. The Yerushalmi in Sanhedrin tells us that by the Chet HaEgel, without going into the depth of it, that by the Chet of the Egel, there was not one Egel, but there were 12 or 11, rather. 11. Every Shevet had their own Egel. And it caused a period in Klal Yisrael where everybody went in different directions. That's why the next time everybody's together is in this week's Parsha. If everybody was Kish Echad B'Lev Echad, like they were by Har Sinai, by Kabbalah Torah, so then what happened? That Moshe Rabbeinu has to be Vayakel es kol ha'am, gather all the people together. So the Yerushalmi tells us that there was a tremendous period, machlokes, that happened in Klal Yisrael at the time of Chet HaEgel. Comes along, Moshe Rabbeinu, and tells us, we're going to build a Mishkan. If you want to keep this Mishkan, you want to keep this kapara for the Chet HaEgel, there's one way to do it. Vayakel, it's kol gathered everyone together, everybody together. And if we look, as the Gemara in Yuma said, now we understand the Gemara in Yuma that tells us, the Bavli Yuma that tells us that Lamaisa, when they came to the Churban, they were warned about it 2,000 years before by Moshe Rabbeinu himself. You want to keep the Beis Hamikdash, there's got to be a unity. There's got to be an Achdus Klal Yisrael. And when there's not, so we had a Churban Beis Hamikdash. disagree with someone doesn't necessarily have to mean to hate someone. I could have a different mahalach, a different approach to how I live my life than you. But that doesn't mean I have to hate you for the way you live your life. We have a Torah that we got together, Kish Echad B'Leiv Echad, and that's true. And the Torah gives us very clear guidelines on how we should live our lives, how to conduct ourselves. And of course, over the ages, there have been from Chazal, Chachamenu, more walks of life, different interpretations and different aspects and understandings of the Torah. For the Sfardim, they have Masar, they eat kidneys on Pesach. For some people, they eat gebraks on Pesach. Some people, they don't eat gebraks. I don't understand. Torah achasi lager lazach. So how is it possible? Some people do this. It's fine. As long as whatever you're doing, you have a Rebbe and you have a Messiah and you're following a Messiah in Klal Yisrael, and it's within the confines of halacha, I don't even have a problem with what you're doing. And even if you don't, I may have a problem with what you're doing. Doesn't mean I have a problem with you. Because we may disagree. That don't mean I hate you. And if a person hates someone because you disagree with them, that's what we call sinas chinam. We call that baseless hatred. You have no reason to hate the guy. He never did anything wrong to you. Because he's noyeg and he conducts his life a little different than you. He was a different yarmulke than you, a different hat than you. Gives you a right to hate him. Imagine if every cookie you ever ate in your life tasted exactly the same. The cookies would get pretty boring. After a while, you couldn't eat it anymore. You'd lose your appetite for it if it all tasted exactly the same. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't want robots. He doesn't want duplicates. He doesn't want 3D. He could have made a 3D printer and printed duplicates. An assembly line of every human being looking and thinking exactly the same. And that's not what the Rebbeinu Shalom did, because that's not what he wants. He gave each and every person in this world their own unique talents, their own unique abilities and capabilities to be able to accomplish in this world what no one else in the world could, because you're the only one who can fill this void in the world. Hashem doesn't create people just because he wants to populate the world. Every person has his purpose in making this world a better place. And the saddest thing is when people will go ahead and try to live someone else's purpose, or they'll make sure someone else is living their purpose. It's so sad, because why can't he live his purpose and you live your purpose and everybody live happily together? If the Rebbeinu Shalom's name is Shalom, how can it be that he tells a person that your purpose is to interrupt someone else's life? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You wanna be mashpia. Of course, we're called Yisrael, and we're responsible for each other, and we have to take care of each other. And yeah, When your brother's house is on fire, you don't. You not lavdafka. Do you wait for permission to enter the house to put out the fire? Again, there's a time and place for that, and you have to be a Rabbi Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld to make that kind of decision. That's not for the average Joe. We have to learn to respect everyone. There's no one that doesn't deserve a little bit of respect for what they've accomplished. And if they haven't accomplished anything yet, or you haven't seen their accomplishments yet, ask them what they're good at. That's what their talents are. Because you may be the person to unlock those talents and help them get to that place where they could feel accomplished. Thank you so much for listening. As always, have a Helig Aziz Shabbos. Any comments, questions, or feedback, you can leave in the comment section below.